Hello everyone, welcome back to another new video, and today I will be showing you another study where white can win in style with a series of hard-to-see rook plays. In the following position, white has two rooks against two pawns and a queen, while black's king is very badly placed in the h1 corner, where it can easily be checkmated. In addition, black's c-pawn is also obstructing the queen from entering white's position along the c-file. And there is also a pawn on f4, completely blocking the f-file for black's queen. In these types of positions with few pieces on the board, there is a high chance that the opponent doesn't have any checks even if your king is very exposed, and here is one such case because white can play the brilliant move king to f1, threatening rook to h7 mate without giving black's queen the h3 square. Since f5 is also guarded by the f7 rook, queen to h8 is forced. Now, black is about to get the queen back into play through the h-file, and white's a3 rook must stay there to prevent any queen to h3 ideas. This suggests that white should try to get the f7 rook to the first rank to check black's king, but getting there with a normal way can be refuted by queen to h2, trapping white's king on the first rank with a winning position for black. White must find a much more direct way, and taking advantage of the fact that black's queen must be on the h-file to prevent rook to h3 mate, the best move is now clear. Rook to g7 threatening rook to g1 check if black moves the queen to anywhere between h7 and h4, followed by rook to a2 and rook to h1 check, winning black's queen with a skewer. Because black still has no checks, and the queen can't leave the h-file, the only move that doesn't allow mate or loses the queen is queen to h2, and it may seem like black still have a chance, as rook to f3 allows black to give up both pawns before playing queen to g2 check with a draw by stalemate. However, this is just an illusion, because white can play rook to c3 instead, and after f3 rook takes f3 pawn to c3, white can just ignore the c-pawn and play rook f to g3, forcing rook g1 check to become reality. With the c-pawn still on the board, there are no more stalemating tricks for black, and after c2 rook to g1 check, forcing black to give up the queen, white can stop black's passed c-pawn after king to h2 with king to f2, and the rest would just be another elementary king and rook versus king checkmate. As a final note, trying to get the rook to the g-file first by playing rook to h7 and g7 check will not work because black can move the king to h2, and now king to f2 loses the rook to a queen fork, and king to f1 allows c3 and there is no mate. If you want to see more brilliant chess studies like this, be sure to like and subscribe for more, and I will see you all in another video. Goodbye.